Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. It's your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Happy Wednesday, everybody, from Pineview High School. The Panthers getting ready to take on the Snow Canyon Warriors. And we have a face-off going on right now on the lines to see who can stay on the foul lines long enough. We've got two different players down there. I don't even know who these guys are. Let's take a look at the roster and see who's down there in this face-off. They're going at it for a very long time down here. Let's see. We got number 21 Tucker Cottom for the Pineview Panthers, and number 27 Manutai as well is down there. Hila Manutai is down there for the Panthers. So yeah, they're having fun. They're having fun. This is always a part of it. For the it's Zach Beck over there for the Warriors. So getting started early with a little rivalry with the salute to the flag. How about it? They're staying strong on the line. I think that's hilarious. Well, this game is, of course, brought to you by Boulevard Home. Pre-game coverage brought to you by Findlay Subaru. Go visit Findlay Subaru on the Savings side of the freeway and at findlaysubaru.com. And Bucks Ace Hardware, 3 Southern Utah locations. Brand new location out in Hurricane off State Street. Go check out Bucks. Well, let's talk about this, guys. Let's get on into it. Brand new series here. We're coming off of some good games last night and into a new series here today. Of course, Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff, Devin Dixon on the call with you guys. What are we thinking about this matchup here tonight, guys?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a fun one. I mean, anytime you go cross town in Region 9, expect the unexpected because you just never know. You just never know. I mean, Snow Canyon's the defending state champs. And Pineview had a good year last year, but they've been searching for region wins, and this would be a big one for them, but it won't come easy. I mean, Snow Canyon is loaded with, hitters from the top of the lineup all the way down to the bottom, but there's a lot of fight. I think Kyler Walker's doing a really good job building the culture, just his second season as the head coach here, and obviously, this is their home field. Got to protect the home field. So, yeah, Pineview, home dogs, if you will. But you know what? I'm excited to see them. They've got some really talented players on this roster, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. And, guys, they're going to have to go up against one of the premier pitchers. We saw Andrew Lyon, especially in the state championship, how terrific he was helping Snow Canyon win the title game with a couple big wins up there at Salt Lake Community College last year. This is his first start of the year. He's had kind of a bulging disc in his back. So we are here, and we happen to be our game of the week where Andrew Lyon's making his season debut on the bump.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting because this Snow Canyon team doesn't need a ton of help from their pitching, but they're going to obviously get it tonight. But this lineup is a murderer's row. We did their game a couple weeks ago, me and Devin did, and just navigating for a pitcher to navigate through the Snow Canyon lineup is super hazardous and difficult for any pitcher that's taking on the challenge. So Pineview's going to have a challenge tonight with this lineup, but I know they're frisky. I know they're ready to try and pull the upset, so I'm real excited for this one.
And look, guys, I mean, yes, Pineview is 1-3 in Region 9. They're sitting 6th in the standings. Hurricane is winless, but Hurricane had a 4-0 lead on Snow Canyon last night, but the Warriors came back to win it 7-6. And so, this is a huge spot here for Pineview. And look, it's not like they're bad overall. They're 10-5, and I think they ended up with a tie somewhere along the preseason, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But they got some guys really swinging it. They've got some pitching that still trying to figure that all out. Who's the 1, the 2, and what's the bullpen look like? But there's a lot of talent on this roster, so I'm excited to see the Panthers.
Well, and also don't forget, you got two teams here that are in the top 10 in the RPI. In fact, all but Hurricane is in the RPI top 10 in Region 9. We've got team is the 6th seeded team here in Pineview and the number 2 in the RPI in Snow Canyon. So, I mean, you're looking at some really highly ranked teams in the state of Utah that are going head-to-head.
Hey, that's Region 9 baseball. I mean, if you're a top 4 team in Region 9 through the regular season going into the postseason, you're a top 6 team in contention to win a state championship. I mean, people around the state know 4A baseball. Look how many college kids we've got. I mean, the Utah Tech game last night against BYU, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, all Region 9 kids for BYU. Petey Soto had the only RBI for Utah Tech last night. Brock Roundy beat BYU a couple weeks ago and beat Utah. So, we've got these Region 9 alumni all over the place. We put a ton of baseball talent at the next level from this region.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about some of the talent we have on the field here tonight. One of them we caught up with at Media Day, Cash Cisneros. We got a player profile on him with our own Monica McLaughlin as well.
Okay, I've got Cash Cisneros here from Pineview Baseball. First question on here. What are the pitches in your arsenal? We got the pitcher here with me, not left-handed, but still extremely talented. Tell me, give me all your secrets, and I'll promise not to share.
I throw a sinker. I throw a slider, a knuckleball, and I also work in a splitter a little bit.
I love to pretend like I know exactly what he's talking about. I have no idea what these words mean. Tell me which one's your favorite.
Probably my knuckleball.
Okay.
It's been hot recently.
Okay.
I liked in the pin.
Not superstitious about it, it's just a good throw.
No, I just let it eat.
Okay. I have no idea what we're saying to each other right now. Okay, next question. What is your walk-up song, and why'd you choose it?
I went with Ain't What I'm Looking For by Lomez Brown. It's
Okay.
a Hawaiian song.
All right.
It kind of keeps me relaxed. It's vibey.
I like that. I like that he went with the like low-key style instead. So he's stepping up and he's like ready to play without all the crazy going on in his head. Good choice.
That's awesome. Cash Cisneros there. Yeah.
She doesn't know what a sinker is, and she doesn't know what let it eat means. She's like, "Where's the cafeteria?"
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff, though. Good stuff.
It's always good to talk with some of our Region 9 athletes and get to know them a little bit better. And
I think he was kind of, messing around a little bit there, but I do believe he's probably got the sinker in the repertoire.
he probably does.
Yeah.
He probably does. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see what kind of pitches we're going to see tonight. So for Snow Canyon, it's Andrew Lyon on the bump for starters there, and then it's Tracy Millen as well for the Panthers. So those are the pitchers that we're going to see in tonight's matchup as the coaches still chatting it out there with the umpires at home plate. Going to get things rolling here in just a little bit. Again, inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's game time. And Panther baseball, Snow Canyon baseball going head-to-head right after this.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Buck's Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Finley Subaru.
Back at it here at Pineview High School. The Panthers have taken the field, warming up. Let's take a look as well at our starting lineups here this evening. Starting lineups, let's start with the Snow Canyon Warriors. They're going to be heading into the batter's box first. Starting at second base is going to be Ledger Ship. Up on the mound is Andrew Lyon. Out in right field, Trey Vaughn. Designated hitter, Talon Hansen. First base is Dewey Gibb. Left field, Cale Johnson. Over at third is Diesel Lee. At catcher, Cade Kelsch. And out in center field is Braden Mugavero. And shortstop, PJ Hancock. That's your starting lineup.
Yeah, and then one thing that stands out is Rue's been the starting shortstop. So we see a new shortstop. Rue's played every game at shortstop because he hasn't pitched yet, making his debut on the mound. So that's going to be interesting to watch. And then Mugavero, he covers some ground out there in the outfield. He's speedy. And this is a really good defensive team under Coach Reed Seacrest.
And for the Panthers, you've got first base Daxton Chase, shortstop Ryan DeWitt, center field Kobe Goodman, Porter Campbell out in right, Raiden Hunt in left, Cassius Cisneros catcher, J.J. Johnson at third, Tracy Millen at pitcher, Tristan Sylvester DH, and Paxton Madison at second base. Those are brought to you by Sport Court. Get the home court advantage and turn your backyard into family fun. Visit sportcourt.southernutah.com. We are underway. First pitch coming in, ball one.
Yeah, Sport Court, cool thing they're doing. 2 student athletes in Washington County getting $5,000 scholarships if you email office.sportcourt@gmail.com. You can get the nominations or more information on how you can nominate.
So again, up first right now, Ledger Ship. Ledger batting .326.
And Ledger is obviously the youngest. Autumn, his oldest sister, was a great softball player back in the day at Snow Canyon. And then we know about Grayson has Williams syndrome. He's actually the only other person in St. George that has the same type of Down syndrome as my niece Molly. They have the Williams syndrome. And Grayson's such a cool kid. And then, of course, we know about Brittonship and that accident. Now, this is the youngest of the 4 siblings. And Ledger having a heck of a season right now, doing a little bit of everything for this Warrior offense and defense.
Yeah, one of the returning starters from last year's state championship team, one of the few on this roster, so bringing back some leadership as well.
And they walk him over to first to get things started, so.
And good speed on the base pass, too, guys. I mean,
good speed indeed.
5-tool guy.
That'll bring up Brew Lyon as he slowly walks his way over to the right side with 1 runner on, no outs.
And Andrew Lyon, guys, it's been interesting because, Isaac was such a big personality, his older brother who's now starring at Grand Canyon. That's where, Rue's going to go play after his senior season. But Rue's just different. He's a little bit quieter, and he's just this fun-loving, easy-going kid. But boy, oh boy, he's got big-time potential. Probably not going to be, hitting at the next level. He's going to just be solely a pitcher, and we'll see a little bit more about that when we get to the bottom half of this inning.
First pitch called ball to Lyon.
I like to joke with Brandon, of course, 13 years in the big leagues, the pitching coach that Rue gets all his athletic ability from Sarah, his mom.
Here's the 1-0 to Lyon. No, pick off to first, and he's back in time. So we reset. Beautiful night tonight as well. 84 degrees. We've had 2 really good baseball nights in a row here.
Perfect.
Friday, a little cold, a little windy. Runner goes, throw down to second. Chip will slide on it, and he's safe at second base.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of an off-speed pitch there from Millen, wasn't it, guys? And so I think that allowed Chip to get a good jump. Not a bad throw from Cisneros behind the dish there, but just couldn't get the tag down and beat Chip to the bag.
2-0 is the count. That pitch did come in outside the zone. Or excuse me, they're going to go 1-1, so I guess it was called strike.
Snow Canyon comes in hitting as a team 348, the team average offensively.
This one fouled away.
Warriors are 13-3 overall, 3-1 in Region 9. And with Cedar and Desert Hills losing, they're both 4-2. So now Crimson at 3-1 and Snow Canyon at 3-1. They're kind of tied in that loss column with only 1 loss right now here early in the region season. But these games are coming fast and furious. A lot of teams playing 3 games a week.
Yeah, absolutely. Most teams are working on 3 games a week unless you have a bye. And a lot of teams that have a bye are still trying to find a game to sneak in there. That ball's low and away.
It's crazy to think, but we're just a little over a month away from the state tournament, guys. I mean, it's basically 4.5 weeks away.
Yeah. At Brucehurst Field this year.
Well, the pods first, and then the top 8 will end up at Brucehurst Field. But those pods will be they'll be fun. I mean, best of 3 series, and you get to Hursty, and I love it when the state tournament's here in St. George. It's going to be fun to host, and was down there at the ballpark for a few minutes last night watching that BYU Utah Tech game, and it just looks absolutely epic. The field is in great condition. So is Pineview tonight, though. It looks great out there.
Going inside. Full count now to Lyon.
Of course, they've got the turf in the batter's box here at Pineview and on the bump, but not down the lines like a lot of teams are doing.
Yeah, last night we were over at Crimson Cliffs, and they've got turf all the way down the lines.
At first and third, yeah.
And the pitch. It's a blooper headed right over to first base. He tries to avoid it. Can't get there. The tag is out on the run over to first, but Ledger Ship makes his way to third, so now a runner well into scoring position at third base, and the tag out for Lyon. That brings up Trayvon.
Almost ended up being like a sack bunt, didn't it? I mean, he was swinging, but he just a good pitch there by Millen and really kind of fooled Lyon. He had to throw the bat out, and all he could do was that slow roller, and then obviously Millen gets it, and then easy flip. But he doesn't want to flip it because he's kind of right there where he could easily tag. Was that a juke move I saw out of Andrew Lyon? Was he trying to do like a juke move?
Good off speed for strike one.
You guys are younger than me. What's the button on the PlayStation or the Xbox for the juke move?
B spin X juke.
Yeah.
Okay. So
If you're playing Xbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're playing Xbox. That's the one I know. Second pitch just inside. That'll be 1-1 count now to Vaughn.
Not the best of Madden or MLB or those games. I'm not the best at those games. I always get smoked by friends normally.
let's play.
You want to play?
I might have a chance.
Yeah.
I haven't played in years.
Okay.
1-1 goes outside. I'll play a little Madden, but I don't play online or anything like that. Those guys are too good for me.
They're good.
I'm with you. I'll get smoked.
They humble you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going back to the original PlayStation 2, the last gaming console
You're talking
I bought.
Madden 01. Madden 99. I don't even know if that was a thing back then. Swung on, and it's tipped away, but that will be strike two. So 2-2 count here for Vaughn.
Vaughn hitting 400 on the button entering this game tonight. 20 hits. He's got 11 ribbies, 2 home runs, and 3 triples. So he's got some pop.
Swung on and missed. Strikeout. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
That's a good pitch. It's a good out pitch. Get him to chase, down and away. Can't find the baseball. I like what I'm seeing from Millen right now. Changing up his pitches, keeping the hitters guessing. Millen, just a junior. He's hitting over 300, so we're going to see him batting for himself tonight. Pitching numbers so far this year have been pretty solid. ERA 1.65, but only 1 win to 2 losses. I don't think he's got the run support in a couple of those outings, even though the low ERA.
So Talon Hansen steps up. He is leading the team right now in RBIs with 21 on the season so far, batting .352.
And that's saying something, Caden, on this team.
It is. I mean, this is a team that scores a lot of runs. First pitch, low and away. He's got a runner on third, still facing 2 outs. So he's got a chance to try to bring Ledger's ship back on home. The 1-0 delivery. Low and inside, back to the other side of the plate.
Yeah, you mentioned the runs. 136 runs scored. They played 16 games. That's like 8.5 runs a game. That's how productive this Snow Canyon offense has been.
Wow.
Well, Pineview not too far behind. They're at 121. Still a pretty solid number at this point in the season. Pitch outside the zone. So 3-0 count now for Talon Hansen. Here's the pitch. Got it inside the zone. A little hesitation from the umpire.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what he was going to call it there.
A little bit of a later call, but
he took his time to make the
did.
deliberation.
Like the strike zone from this umpire thus far this game.
This one popped up. It's going to head out of play. So a full count now to Hansen. And again, 2 outs away already here in the top of the first inning. And the pitch. Hit over to second base, fielded on the grounder. The throw to first is there for out number 3. So with the top of the first gone, no hits, no runs, no errors. Just a bunch of goose eggs on the board as we head into the bottom of the first inning here on the Fan Sports Network.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Into the bottom of the first inning we go. Scoreless through the top. Snow Canyon now looking to see Andrew Lyon on the bump for the first time this season.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew, look, we know what he's capable of, right? We saw it all last year. The thing that's, impressive is they really limited his pitches last year. And his whole career, Brandon's been really smart. He knows Rue's, 6'2", got a live arm. He's got a lot of pitching ahead of him. He doesn't want to overuse him. So I think they've been probably overly cautious with the disc issue in his back. I mean, he's been able to hit and play shortstop, but they gave him a little extra time before rolling him out, knowing, there's still a lot of baseball left this season. And the fact that they're 3-1 in region play and 13-3 overall without him pitching an inning is pretty impressive for the rest of the team as well. It speaks about the depth of this team.
Yeah, a lot of good depth for the Snow Canyon roster, both up and down the lineup, hitting and in the bullpen. So here we go. We've got Daxton Chase leading off. And first pitch, strike called.
The slider is the pitch that I love for Andrew Lyon. We saw that slider. He's got a lot of movement. He throws it, 82 to 85. And then he can get it up to 90, 91, 92 with the fastball. And, took a lot of time off in the fall, got a nice break, coming in here to the spring, and he should be fresh as can be.
Good rhythm as well, but these last two pitches, both coming in ball. So it's a 2-1 count. He does got some pretty good velo already to get things started tonight. Here's the 2-1. Going inside again. 3-1 count now for Daxton Chase.
Look at the pitching. Ledger Shep's 2-0. Thorpe's 2-0. Vaughn's 2-0. Chris is 1-0. Lee's 1-0.
Chase fouls this one away.
You look at Beck, he's 1-2, and then Dewey Gibb, the other ace on this staff, he's 4-1. Their team ERA, without Rue even throwing until tonight, 3.18 for Snow Canyon staff.
Wow. Great for an entire staff to be that low, sub 3.5.
Without their ace.
Yeah, without their ace.
Got him looking on the strikeout.
He did that fastball tailed a little bit away. I don't know if that was the two-seamer there, but he had that one paint the outer half and froze the hitter. That is a great out pitch, and that's a huge Red Rock real estate strikeout for Andrew Lyon.
Brings up Ryan DeWitt, the right-hander. Nobody on here with one out. Swung on and missed for strike one.
DeWitt hitting just 149. He's just a sophomore guy. He's still trying to get it going, get a little more rhythm at the plate. You never know. We haven't seen Pineview until tonight. I haven't anyway, guys. And so, maybe he's been hitting the ball hard, but just hitting the right to people. There's a lot that goes into the hitting statistics when you're just looking at batting average if you haven't seen every at-bat all season long.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always going to be a big part of it, right?
And look, it's still early enough season. You go 3 for 4 and you jump 20, 30 points,
Sure, average can go up in a hurry.
Big cut. There's that slider, and Andrew absolutely starts it over the middle and then ducks out of the zone. DeWitt couldn't find it.
Well, the last game we broadcast here was against Cedar, and he got on base almost every single time. And this one's tipped away into the glove.
Another K hanging on the board.
K.
Rue looks good, doesn't he? Looks confident. I like what I saw from Millen, stranding the ship over at third, keeping the goose egg on the scoreboard, but already 2 Ks for Rue here. He looks strong in the first inning.
That brings up Kobe Goodman.
And a root for this kid, man. Lost his stepdad and tragically in December, and it's been tough on a young man. And his stepdad was an integral part of his baseball life, and was at Desert Hills last year. Comes over to Pineview and is just been accepted with open arms. Kyler Walker and this club have, shown him the love, and he's been going through a little bit of tough time. And he's one of those little mighty mites in Region 9 that I just root for like crazy.
Yeah, great kid. And media day was Super accepting and welcoming and awesome to field our questions, and he was an awesome kid overall.
Now Goodman's facing a 1-1 with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch, going outside.
And Kobe last year at Desert Hills, he wasn't an everyday starter, but he played a lot, pinch hit a lot. He hit .313 for the Thunder last year. This year, a little bit better in his senior season, hitting .333 coming into tonight.
Good contact here, sending it down the line and foul. Out in left. So 2-2 is the count against Kobe Goodwin.
I was talking to Kobe's mom, Callie, and she said, he's hanging in there, right? But they had Matt Blanchard come talk to the team the other night, and Kobe, caught looking there. But, that was a big help to hear Matt Blanchard come and give a motivational speak to the Panthers.
There's a little confusion there because they called it strike, but he never made a motion for it. And so there's some confusion on whether that was a strike or not. And coach is going to come have a talk with the umpire about it. But it is 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. The Panthers will take the field again as we head into the top of the second here on the Fan Sports Network and your Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back 9 Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
First pitch coming across the plate for Dewey Gibb is ball 1. Into the top of the second we go here. And the second pitch catches the zone. Good movement from Millen. I liked some of these pitches that he's got going here. The last 2, some breaking balls coming across. Hit right back at him. He'll throw it over to first, and that'll be out number 1.
Another good pitch, inducing a grounder. Millen easily makes that play, and the 1-3 put out in the scorebook. And Dewey Gibb, that's a .367 hitter, and that's a great pitch to get a power guy like that that's got 14 RBIs and 3 home runs this year to softly ground out. Good job by Millen.
Great pitching to contact there and gets the soft contact right back to him and for the quick put out. And that's a great start to this inning for the Panthers.
Cale Johnson in the left-hander's batter's box takes the first one for ball 1.
Looked like a changeup there. Took a little off that one. It stayed away.
This one a hopper over to first, and it stays fair. That's out number 2.
Yeah, Taxton Chase, I got it. He's right on the bag when he gloves it, so it takes one step. And as easy a 2 outs as I've seen, I like what I see from Millen right now. Getting some movement down in the zone, not letting, this Warrior team and these big boppers, get something squared up right now. I'm sure that's part of the game plan.
First pitch high and inside to Diesel Lee, third base. and 7th in the lineup for the Warriors.
7th in the lineup, but definitely a first-team, all-name team guy, Diesel Lee.
Absolutely. There's something about it that rolls off the tongue as well. Diesel Lee.
Yeah.
I thought that one might have dropped in, but no strike called, so 2-0 the count.
You know, we didn't really get a chance to dive into the Everbowl keys to the game, but, I mean, obviously starting pitching going to be huge in this game tonight, and both pitchers look really sharp so far.
Ooh.
Well hit out into left, going back.
Gone.
And that is a no-doubter home run.
Woo! Right as I'm saying, you know, pitcher's looking sharp, Diesel Lee says, I see a watermelon, and he goes Yahtzee and takes it way over the fence. That one had to go 335, 345 guys out of this park. And that's the short porch over there in straightaway left field.
Yeah, Raiden Hunt, he didn't even try to chase that one. He just watched it sail. He knew that one was gone out and left. So it is a 1-0 game here in the top of the second for the Warriors. That's the first hit of the game we've seen from either side, and it just happens to be a home run. Cade Kelsch.
Lee was hitting
step up.
333, guys, but that was his first home run of the year. In his 17th game, first home run for Diesel Lee.
The power stroke Diesel tonight.
Duramax Diesel.
That's right.
And it'll be interesting to see how Millen responds because he was cruising, guys. I mean, the first 5 outs were.
Yeah, he's not pitching a bad game.
Yeah, Ledger got a board on a walk, but that was really it. But that was the only mistake he's made.
Yeah.
Good pitch
Someone
there.
Fouled that one away. So evens it up at 1 apiece with 2 outs.
Those listening on the Fan Sports Network on radio know that if you get home tonight, you want to watch this game, we are streaming it. You can just go to our Fan Sports Network YouTube page and make sure you subscribe. And all the games, of course, you can watch all season long through the state tournament. Of course, when we get in the state tournament, we'll have them on KSL, but all the way until Bruce Hurst Field, you'll be able to watch them and listen to them on the Fan.
Little conversation on the mound between pitcher and catcher with a 2-1 count.
And we got an early nominee for our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game, a solo shot dinger by Diesel Lee. Paulie's got Diesel on the all-name team already.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a spot on there.
Would you name a kid Diesel?
It's a good name.
It's better than gasoline, bro.
It is. It's better than gasoline.
Oh, man.
Although if you just went with gas.
Couple all-name team guys here. Diesel Lee, Cash Cisneros, another great name.
Yeah, Cash is a great name. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hit well to first. Takes a single hop right into the glove for out number 3. Getting it done over at first is Daxton Chase.
Yep.
And that is 3 outs.
2 unassisted putouts in that inning for Daxton.
Indeed it was. So with that, we head to the bottom of the second inning. 1 hit, 1 home run, I should say, and a 1 run scored for the Warriors. Panthers have a chance, and we come back on the Fan.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Ring, Jersey Mike's, and Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Well, the junior Diesel Lee gets his first home run of the season in the top of the second inning. And starting things off for the Panthers here in the bottom of the second is Porter Campbell from right field. First pitch, going change up, and it's out of the zone. Ball 1. Righty on righty.
Yeah, we saw Lyon in the first inning kind of mow through the first 2 batters with 2 back-to-back Ks and looks imposing on the mound, doesn't look perturbed by injury, looks completely healthy and pitching at his full capabilities again tonight. I mean, he's looked powerful.
He's got himself a 3-0 here. He's pitching with some good velocity, but the control is still a little bit outside of the zone. Let's see what he's got here on a 3-0. No, that'll walk him. First on-base runner for the Panthers here this evening.
Yeah, and Campbell being patient, Rue working quick, just missing his spots by a little bit, but, Rue not going to panic. He's an experienced veteran senior pitcher. He's not going to let, a leadoff walk slow him down too much. Knows he's got a 1-run lead. It's always more comfortable, guys, as a pitcher, having that lead, pitching from that spot.
Sure it is. This one's fouled away into the netting. This is Raiden Hunt, left fielder for the Panthers, up to bat. The umpire over there, the base umpire, wanted to take a quick look at the baseball before they got going again here.
It's like they were looking for sticky stuff or something like the MLB,
Check the hand, check the hat, check the glove.
That's right.
Pitch in the zone. 0-2 count for Raiden Hunt with a runner on first. And no outs here in the bottom of the second. In the dirt. Should I say turf here at Pineview?
Yeah.
And for those of you watching at home, we do have, you can tell the turf circle we've got around home plate. Easier field maintenance that way.
Sure.
There's one thing I always hated about being a righty is that's swing and a miss for strike 3, and the strikeout comes for out number 1 of the inning. I always hated being a right-handed hitter because you would get up to bat and you'd just be stepping into a cavern with the amount of divots that you got from all the other right-handed batters.
You say the word divots, and I just think about my 7-iron going bananas. Digging a hole at China.
High in the zone. Check swing is safe.
We got to get Paulie and Caden golfing a little bit more. Caden golfs 4 or 5 times a year. Paulie doesn't golf.
I golf a decent amount, but I'd like to golf more. It's an expensive hobby.
It is. That's right. To suck would be make it tough.
Especially if you're not great. Swung on and missed.
I don't think there's enough golf balls in St. George for Paul's golf bag. If he went to Green Springs and played a full 18, I think there might be swallow about 100 of his golf balls.
One of our coworkers came to me and said, "Hey, I don't like hitting this golf ball. Do you want them?" I said, "I don't care what kind of golf ball I hit. I just need golf balls so I can keep some in my bag."
You know what the number 1 golf ball found in St. George is? Kirkland.
I'm not surprised by that.
Every time I go look in the bushes, there's a Kirkland there. Because nobody pays enough money to even look for it very long.
Yeah.
Try finding a Pro V out there in the
that's
desert.
right.
Huh?
Or a Callaway or something.
1-2 is the count here to Cash. Cisneros, runner on first. Pitch. Fouled away, staying alive with the 1-2.
Speaking of golf, tonight's game brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. And if you want to play some golf, it's Masters Week this week. You can call out there and see if they can get you out. Obviously, it's tough to get tee times with a lot of out of towners. St. George not a hidden secret anymore when it comes to golf. But give them a call, see if they can get you out this weekend, 435-688-1700.
Time called there.
Yeah, I'm not. He's looking over towards the dugout.
Yeah.
The umpire was. So I'm not sure exactly what sort of antics are going on in the Pineview dugout. But
yeah, it's the pitcher-catcher chess match, right? Everybody wants to take advantage, wants to, be on their terms, control the situation.
Yeah.
We saw that last night on full display.
Holy cow, what a barn burn last night with Crimson walking off Desert Hills 8-7.
Yeah, in extra innings. This is swing and miss, ball on the ground.
Nah, he caught it.
They're going to say he caught it. Okay, he took off running.
Foul tip, but into the mitt.
Foul tip into the mitt. There you go.
Another strikeout, Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Andrew Lyon. By the way, went back and counted that at bat last night to end the game with Park versus Wilson. And with 2 strikes, there was 10 pitches. With 2 strikes, there was 10 pitches before Park singled down the line. What a battle.
Yeah, so it would have been a 12 pitch, because he was an 0-2 count. First pitch here to J.J. Johnson called strike 1.
Well, 10 pitches with 2 strikes. But from 1988 to 2010, only 1999, out of 4,836,745 plate appearances that went 12 pitches or more in the MLB. That's less than 0.4%. It's just minuscule. Like, at-bats don't go that long.
They don't go that long. I mean, it lasted for about a good 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minute at-bat. Potentially longer.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed for strikeout number 3 of the inning, leaving 1 runner stranded on first. So, no runs scored for Pineview. We head to the top of the 3rd inning with Snow Canyon leading 1-0.
That's 6 strikeouts. Every out is a strikeout for Andrew Lyon so far in this game.
That is correct. More next, top of the 3rd, when we return here on The Fan.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Headed into the 3rd inning here on the Fan Sports Network. Thank you for joining us inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Boulevard Home making your house a home for 50 years in Southern Utah. First pitch hit by pitch for Braden Mugavero.
Yeah, that was a bender that didn't bend. I think he's going the off-speed curveball, and he turned and it just plunked him right in the small of the back. I don't know if we got that on replay or not, but there's nothing he could do. He just tried to turn away and boom, got it.
Yep.
Taking one for the team.
Well, you'd be glad it's the off-speed pitch and not the fastball that you're taking to the center of the back.
Yeah, 100%. No question.
I remember back in my baseball days, I turned on one and took one right to the back of the leg, and my whole leg was black and blue for a few weeks.
Look, I mean, you guys were there calling the game last Friday night. Hagen Reed right in the nose, broke his nose. Both his eyes were black and blue.
Well hit into the gap in short right field. That'll send the runner over to second base, and it's a single for the top of the lineup, Ledger Ship.
Yeah, I came in tonight hitting 326, and always putting the ball in play. Just such a nice little short, solid swing, able to take a little inside pitch there and pull it out to right. Good piece of hitting by Ledge.
Quick meeting on the mound as catcher and third base come over to talk to Millen. And now it's Andrew Lyons stepping up.
You know, and you're thinking 326, one of the best batting average. Ledger's like 6th or 7th on the team in batting average. There's, I think, 5 guys that have a higher, batting average. So, and that's, I mean, you hitting over 350, you're doing something, right, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, at the high school level, anything over 400 is phenomenal.
Yeah, you got Mugavero, you got Lee, Vaughn, Hanson, Johnson, that are all batting better than 326, and 326 is still really phenomenal for Ledger Ship.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Desert Hills Andrew Wilson leads the region in batting average at 5'11". I think that is the high out of, guys that have everyday at-bats, starters.
Sure. Second pitch of the at-bat comes high. 1-1 is the count to Lyon.
And Rook kind of looks like he was going to start to swing and kind of liked it and then quickly laid off. And that had to be just high in that K zone. Rook's taller, so maybe it had to be really upstairs to miss his zone.
Going high again. Did he go? They're saying safe.
They appeal it out to the field umpire. And the rule of thumb is, and we don't have a camera on the front of the plate here to get another angle, but if you break the plate, it's usually considered going. And I'm not quite sure I thought Rue did. I think it was close, but I think that's a good no swing.
So it's 2-1 count for Lyon. Runner on first and second. The pitch popped up, headed out into center field. Sutherland under it, making the play. The runner's going to head for third. Cutoff man took it, so Mugavero will end up on third base. Runner stayed at first with Ledger's Ship. And that's out number 1 of the inning.
Yeah, and Ledge thought maybe he could go 2, but if that ball's cut, he could be in trouble. If they throw to second, it's a lot shorter throw than it is from third, from shallow center field there for Kobe Goodman. But, hitting the cut, smart. You're going to give up that one base. You certainly don't want to, get 2 ducks on the pond there. Still got a double play in order if you can get something up the middle here on the ground from Millen on the bump for the Panthers.
Trey Vaughn will step into the box.
Yeah, 0 for 1 in this game. Struck out back in the first.
And the pitch swung on. It's a little short blooper foul.
Again, Vaughn hitting 400 on the season. 3 doubles, 2 home runs. He can pull something here. He can kind of do what his teammate did on that solo shot home run. A lot of power.
Well hit between the 5-6 hole. That'll bring in a run and send the other runner over to second. So it's an RBI single for Trey Vaughn.
Yeah, I don't think that was the home run swing. Just trying to get a good piece, barrels it up, and really solid piece of hit. And hit hard enough, no chance there on the left side of the infield for the Panthers to get to that baseball as it scoots out to left for a sharply hit RBI single for Trey Vaughn. Trey Vaughn made some noise playing defensive end for the football team last fall, guys. I mean, he was a wrecking crew. Tip and passes for interceptions, and I thought he was a guy to watch out for. He's only a junior here at Snow Canyon.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't lie. He's having a huge season for Reed Seacrest and this Warriors baseball program. And now Millen's in a little trouble here. With just 1 out, already 1 run in. They're down 2-0. And, you're kind of going through the heart of the order here.
Yeah, potential for a big inning here for the Warriors, like you're saying, Devin. I mean, there's 2 on, just 1 out, and they're coming up on the murderer's row that is the Snow Canyon heart of the order.
Facing the 1-0 count. Millen looking at the runner over on second. Here's the pitch. Stays high. It's ball 2 for Hanson. Hanson hit a grounder over to second, his first at-bat, to close out the first inning. Pitch pop this one up. Settling underneath it and making the grab is Ryan DeWitt at short.
Good job by Millen there. That's a big out, guys, getting that second out. Now you got a force play. If you can get anything on the ground here, you can get out of this inning with just giving up that one run. If you can get one more big out here, you feel pretty good about it here in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, and if you're the Warriors, you just want to try and keep the line moving, of course, with get on however you can and then get that one big hit that could clear the bases and really open this game up.
Called strike. This is Dewey Gibbs stepping up.
This is a guy that can do it. Very talented hitter.
Yeah, Dewey Gibbs leading the team in home runs with 3. Batting average 367. Going outside for a 1-1 count now to Gibb. One runner over there in scoring positions. 2 outs, though. So Pineview Panthers looking for a force out at any base right now. But the Warriors, of course, looking to try to move a few of these runners along.
Oh.
Well hit. That's going to fall into a gap.
All the way to the wall.
And it does, all the way to the wall. Picking it up out in center. 1 run will score. Stand-up double. 2 runs will score. And Snow Canyon now has 3 runs coming across this inning.
What an incredible just charge was put into that ball. And it finds the hole in the outfield, rolls all the way to the wall. And, it's just an incredible piece of hitting. We saw Milne kind of locked in early on in this game, but now in this third inning, starting to face a little adversity, battling these tough batters back to back to back to back from this Warriors lineup.
Yeah, great piece of hitting, sending that one out into left center. But that's what Gibbs good at.
Yeah.
And it kind of breaks this game open a little bit. Warriors all of a sudden have that
Yeah, that's
cushion.
what I was saying.
Yeah, and
Just
look, last night, again, they were down 4-0, had to come from behind. So it's got to be comforting to play with the lead tonight on the road. And with Lyon cruising with 6 Ks already, guys, this is kind of scary territory here for Pineview.
Yeah, you kind of feel like Lyon, given this run support, can just kind of play with a lead and just protect it. But it's the Pineview, of course, looking to change those plans, of course.
Kel Johnson is up in the batter's box right now for the Warriors, facing a 1-1 count. This one hit over to short, taking a big old hop, the throw to first. Got him for out number 3, and that will close it out, but not after 3 runs have scored, leaving 1 runner on base for the Warriors. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Your score is 4-0. Warriors lead here at Pineview High School.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Back at it here from Pineview High School. Having some fun in the booth here tonight as we head into the bottom of the third.
We're
talking classic gaming consoles. We were talking gaming consoles on the air earlier as well, but
yes.
Double D's all about the old school PlayStation.
That's right. He was saying he could beat me in Madden on the old school
If it was PlayStation 1.
That's right. Like Madden 97, as that's up the middle.
Well hit up the middle indeed. That'll be a single for Millen, the pitcher, in his first at-bat.
I think Trayson a little frustrated. He gave up some runs, right? So he's like, let me see if I can do my part to get this offense kicked into high gear. And hey, sometimes that first pitch swinging is the best pitch you see in an entire sequence.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right about that. And this is the first hit for Pineview as well, and it's coming in the third inning. So they definitely need to get some hot bats going.
Great start.
Tristan Sylvester stands at the plate. First pitch strike.
And Tristan had such a great sophomore season last year. I was really impressed with him on the mound last year. He was kind of one of their aces. And, big, tall righty, just a junior this year. This kid's got a ton of upside, big-time potential. Love to rip something, cut something in half here.
The pitch. About the same spot as the last one. Another called strike.
Paul, if you were a baseball player, Caden, would you guys rock the hoodie underneath it like Tristan is rocking?
Depends on the weather. That's what I'd say. But it's kind of that short sleeve hoodie that you got.
Yeah, that's become a thing with the kids, the short sleeve hoodies.
And a strikeout called. 3-pitch strikeout. And that's another one. Add it to the tally. 7 so far.
Wow.
Every single out for the Warriors has been a strikeout. So back to the top of the lineup, Daxton Chase. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Lyon doesn't like that ball. He wants a new one.
Yep. Chase batting .409. 11 RBIs, 1 home run, 18 hits. And he'll step out of the box. It's all about a cadence. It's all about rhythm. You've been standing there for too long with the bat on your shoulders. Runner goes, pitches outside. The throw down to second. It's not there. And the run will make it safely.
Yeah, that's something the Panthers at this stage in the game need to think about doing. I mean, it would have been devastating if their first runner of the game was thrown out on an attempted steal, but now they've got a runner in scoring position, try to spark a little bit of a string of hits here together and get back in this one, as Lyon's been dominant thus far, but showing his first chink in the armor here in this inning.
Daxton Chase, 409, guys. The cool thing about Daxton is we were at the Pineview basketball games this year, and I'll continue the story after this pitch.
Going outside.
Yeah, we Paul, I think you were there that night. Daxton comes up to us in the broadcast booth. He's like, guys, can I do a game with you guys? So at Pineview, they got the mics on, and they're down there in shirt and tie, and they're doing the whole Sports Center ESPN bit or whatever. And I'm like, hey, if you put a Fan Sports Network sign down there, like, we'll get you in the booth, man. But he was kind of the ringleader, him and his buddies, of that cheering section for Pineview. And what a great season they had in hoops over the winter.
Absolutely. This one's fouled away into the net.
And I never did get Daxton on the air. So, Dax, if you go rewatch this game, I owe you some mic time, because I think he's got maybe a future in broadcasting. Very fun-loving, talkative young man, not intimidated to get on the mic, begging to get on the microphone, which you got to love that.
That's an acquired skill as well. I mean, it's not easy for everyone to just throw on a headset and feel comfortable with it, but anybody at his age that's willing to do it, that's definitely props in your direction.
Yeah, half the battle, right?
Absolutely. Another one swung on and missed, and another strikeout.
Oh, he's stacking up Red Rock Real Estate strikeouts tonight. I mean, Rue has been impressive. First start of the season, if you're just tuning in, and he is that 8 now, Caden?
We're sitting at 8.
8
strikeouts.
Ks. Whew.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I mean, he's given up just the one hit here in this inning. That's it. He's been dominant, to say the least. But still a lot of baseball to be played. Only a 4-run lead for Snow Canyon right now.
Two outs, runner on second, and it's the back and forth battle of.
Yeah, DeWitt's like, okay, I'm in the
first.
box, and Lyon's like maybe getting the signs repeated a little bit. So DeWitt's like, okay, this is taking too long. I'm stepping out. Both guys trying to control the timing and the situation.
Look over to second. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Good cut by DeWitt. Didn't miss that one by much. Just bottom half comes back. But, you know, the timing was on. He just couldn't barrel it.
This fastball coming across the plate from Lyon. He's got some good velo on it. But, I mean, he's had some good teachers as well, some good coaches out there, whether that be from his older brother or whether that be from his own dad. I mean, he's definitely got plenty of pitchers to learn from. Just one strike on the board, runner on second. Here's the pitch. That pitch goes low, evens the count at 1.
Feel like this is a big moment for the Panthers. Really got to scratch at least one run across. I feel like a hit here would just really give them a nice surge as we move into, you know, the later portions of this game. You know, only the third right now, but the way Lyon's going, got to be able to get some damage done in this early stage of this game.
Chases the runner back down to the second base. And we've got ourselves again a 1-1 count. Pitch. Low and away. 2-1 for DeWitt. Took a pop fly in the last inning for one of the outs. Caught the zone. It's 2-2.
Great looking pitch there from Lyon, dived off the table. Just almost, it seems just nearly impossible to hit when it's moving that much in the strike zone late.
Fouled away, fouled it back into himself as well. So he kind of had to shake that one off a little bit, but he stays alive on a 2-2 count.
The thing that makes Andrew Lyon such a good pitcher and has such a bright future is the speed control with the slider, the fastball, you know, the changeup. Like, he can really, really change the velo on all of his pitches. That looked like a slider there, guys. Probably 82, 83. Late movement makes it hard to find the sweet spot on the bat, and all you can do is foul it off and live to see another pitch.
The 2-2. Look over at the runner on second. A look again. The pitch. Going outside the zone. Full count.
Yeah, maybe Andrew, like a little bit too much attention to the runner there. Maybe taking a little time. Kind of rhythm got disrupted just a little bit. And, hey, guys, this is a very patient, solid, quality AB here for DeWitt going right now. This is fun. Full count. Here comes the payoff.
The pitch. Swung on, missed. They'll throw down to first.
Another K.
And another strikeout.
Wow, the K count at 9. This is getting up there. We're just through 3, and Lyon's got 9 Ks.
So one runner left on base.
His defense is going to get bored. They can't get a ball to the outfield or a ground ball or something right now. They're out there picking dandelions.
They did get away with one hit, but no runs scored. It's still 4-0. Snow Canyon leads, and they'll be back in the batter's box as we head to the top of the 4th inning here on the Fan Sports Network.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Top of the fourth inning here on the Fan Sports Network. Snow Canyon looking to build on what they established in the third inning, especially with 3 runs that came across to score. Another run in the second, but sitting with 4 total as they lead this one against the Pineview Panthers. And Diesel Lee will step up to the plate. Homered his first at-bat, sending one over the left field wall.
Yeah. Charge put into that ball. One of the prettiest long balls I've seen this year, just because it was just a beautiful strike and it just flew so effortlessly out to left field and really got the run brigade started for the Warriors here, up 4-0 in the top of the fourth.
An inside pitch. It broke back in, but did not break in enough. Now, Lee, again, that was his first home run of the season. Maybe his first home run in varsity baseball, for all I know.
Awesome.
Another pitch, ball, 2-0 count.
Yeah, that was Lee looked like a veteran, a seasoned veteran hitter up there, and put that ball over the wall. And let's see what he's got in store for us here. I mean, Milne been really
good hit over to short, taking a dive. Wow. Good play over there, short. The throw. Wow, what a play.
That's got to be a nominee for the AWP Playmaker Play of the Game right there, as that was a studly defensive play, a stop. That looked like a sure hit, but I don't know if we got the replay.
Yeah, we'll see if we can take a look, and we at least get the throw over to first there. Great play from the sophomore. Ryan DeWitt gets it done at short. Definitely a defensive play contender.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cade Kelsch steps into the box. 1 out away. And first pitch off the mark. Another one coming in, ball. Yeah, last night's action around the region. This one again, ball. So 3-0 count. Snow Canyon had to have a little bit of a comeback over the Tigers.
Yeah.
In Hurricane. You had Crimson with a major comeback. They were down 7-1. Walked it off in extra innings. And that one comes across for a strike, so 3-1 is the count now. But then you had Dixie, who really just stuck it to Cedar and went for a 10-run rule kind of game.
Yeah. The heroics late game last night at Crimson, man.
Now, do we have a score from the Cedar game earlier today, Devin? Have you seen any sort of a score come through from that
I'll check.
Cedar Crimson Cliffs game earlier today?
I'll check. Give me a sec.
pitch. Another one. Fouled away. So staying alive on, I believe, the full count.
Yeah.
Crimson won 12-10 up at Cedar this afternoon, guys. It's a Rink Region 9 update.
And a strikeout for Millen.
Good looking power pitch there from Millen as he just literally just flew it by him with a great amount of velocity on that ball and good movement into the zone late. And again, it just fools a hitter like it Lions done to multiple Pineview Panthers tonight. And now Millen doing a little bit of the same to these Warriors.
Pitch is outside for ball one. Braden Mugavero, center fielder, stepped up to the plate. Batting bottom of the lineup.
Mugavero, guy that, you know, he covers a ton of ground. He's a great defensive outfielder and can do some at the wow.
Ooh.
Over his head. That was scary
Wild
there.
pitch, yeah. And he's batting pretty well as well. I mean, he's batting .333.
Yeah. There's not many players on the Snow Canyon Warrior lineup that aren't over 300. I mean, almost the entire lineup, I feel like, is seeing the ball really, really well early on in this season.
Blown away. So it's 3-0 count again. Another 3-0 count here in this inning to another batter. Kelch had a 3-0 count on him, but ended up with a strikeout. The pitch. That walks him. So with 2 outs, they get a runner on base. That'll go back to the top of the lineup here for the Warriors. Ledger Ship stepping up. Quick conversation between Cisneros and Millen.
Yeah, I like the idea of the Warriors trying to hit and run here or add on in this inning because they've got the Panthers kind of on the ledge here and about to fall off if they're not able to hold a 0 on the board here. So another 2-out rally I think could be a little detrimental, and I think that Milne, Cisneros realized that, had a little meeting on the mound to slow things down a bit.
So a fresh count for Ledger Ship with a runner on first. 2 outs. Got it in there for strike one.
Good looking pitch there.
That's what he needed. Just settle down, pitch strikes.
That's right.
Just throw some strikes. On the 0-1. Going low for ball one. These are always scenarios, too, where, yes, you have a runner on base, but he's not in scoring position at this point. I wouldn't worry about him too much. You already have 2 outs.
Yeah.
Let's just focus on the batter.
Yeah.
As he does the opposite of what I say, and he throws over to first.
That's right. We see a lot of pitchers.
Sometimes, I guess, you do want to keep him on his toes.
Sure.
Why not?
And at the high school level, I understand a lot of the pitchers preoccupied with the runners on base, but I agree, Caden. Go to the plate. Focus on the runner or the batter that's at the plate that you're trying to get taken care of here. And you've got 2 outs. There's no need to fool with the runner on first. Unless he makes a move to second, then you can start worrying about him more. But not in scoring position, I agree.
Pitch, good one in there for strike 2. So they even it up at 2 apiece. The 2-2. Runner goes. It's hit. Headed into left center. Coming in on it. Diving.
Whoa.
No,
he
not
couldn't get
there.
it.
Oh.
The run coming into home. And so that's going to be an RBI double.
I don't know if you got that on replay. Capture that one, Paulie. Up there.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was the last
You didn't
replay.
capture it, buddy. But dude, give Kobe Goodman some credit. He's Superman flat out like he was laying on a table. And it looked like it just went off the tip of his mid. Almost one of those sensational plays.
From right where we're sitting as well, they have lights that face towards the crowd. And it's very difficult to see anything that happens in that one tiny corner of the field, and that's right where that ball was hit. But again, it just out past the outstretched glove. That was very close, but it does bring in a run, 5-0 for the Warriors.
Yeah, great. Another 2-out rally. I mean, the last 3 runs came in a 2-out rally setting, and now again, the Warriors striking with 2 outs, and it's got to be frustrating for Pineview. They allow a walk that turns into a run, and now Ledger Ship on second in scoring position. And this could be another big inning here.
Could be.
It could be.
We'll call that one of our Dealer Collision big hits as well. It's a proud sponsor of Region 9. Repairing your vehicle right. Minor, major collisions, doesn't matter. Send it on into Dealer Collision. So Andrew Lyon will step into the batter's box with a runner in scoring position on second. 2 outs away. He'll throw over to the second baseman, who's not even on the bag, but you know. Got to make sure that you're on
Keep
your
them on their toes
over there
yeah.
on the bag.
That's right.
And Ledger, being a second baseman himself, as this one goes wide, he's all too well familiar with the cat and mouse game that goes on those pickoffs over to second base.
Trayson Millen with that last pitch, now 72 pitches so far.
It's a pretty high pitch count here in the third. Or excuse me, in the
Top
fourth,
4.
I should say.
Yep, top 4. 4 2/3 of work here with 2 outs, right? So
going well inside. I don't think that got him. I think, yeah, he got out of the way of it. Danced around it.
Third time through, but you know this Snow Canyon lineup, we said in the pregame show, guys, top to bottom, there's no soft spot. I mean, every out is earned.
I mean, you look at the very bottom of the lineup is Braden Mugavero, and every single time he's been up to bat, he's made his way around to score at this point. So you're seeing a really good lineup here from the Warriors for sure. Hard hit through the gap, past the glove of DeWitt, rounding his Ship, and it was bobbled out there and left by Hunt. They'll throw it back to first off of the glove, but staying at first is Lyon, and he scores a run around for Ship.
And, yeah, it's just been amazing the way they keep the line moving with 2 outs tonight. The Warriors have just never said die, and Andrew Lyon gets another 2-out hit that drives in another run with 2 outs. So it's just been Coach Sechrist got to be smiling from ear to ear tonight because his 2-out hitting tonight has been phenomenal.
It really has been. I mean, you're looking at just hits alone. They've been really playing some good baseball. Ledger getting the double, Lyon with a single. So we've seen a couple of hits already this inning. And they have the 6-0 lead. Runner will go on the pass ball and make it easily over to second standing up. This is a pinch runner out there for Lyon.
Forgot my cord on my headset doesn't go very far. Lost my headset there, guys.
There you go.
This pitch is outside. So it's 2-0 count. Trey Vaughn is up to the plate for the Warriors. His last at bat singled, came around to score. Well, 2-out rally going right now for the Warriors. Popped up, heading into foul territory, 2-1.
Panthers would have loved if that would have been in play and able to make a play there and get out of this inning, but, man, they just haven't had opportunities. Everything's been sharply hit.
Yeah,
with these two outs.
Not any really good opportunities in the last three batters. This one's another one well hit out into left field, going back on it, taking a hop. That'll bring in a run, going to second base, picking it up in center. He's going to round for third. Are they going to have a play at third? He slides on in. It's a triple for Trayvon.
Wow, what a shot that was. And the speed around the bases was incredible as he continued to just chug around the base pass and find his way on third base. So what a play.
He's now 2 for 3 tonight, guys. That is his first triple of the season. First triple of the season. And, yeah, got the carom off the wall, but he never hesitated to piggyback off what you're saying, Paul. He never hesitated. He was on his horse right out of the batter's box.
So it's a 7-0 ball game and another runner in scoring position. This one's popped up. This could be out number 3. And it indeed will be. So they put an end to it, but not after 3 runs have scored. 7-0. Pineview's got to do something here as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning on the Fan Sports Network inside of your Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine Ojegba from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Jump, Udi and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Back at it here on the Fan Sports Network, and the Pineview Panthers coming up to bat. Let a lot pass through there in the top of the 4th. 3 runs coming around for the Warriors, and probably the hit of the game so far outside. I would always say a triple is almost more impressive than a home run, so I'd say the hit of the game from Trayvon right there at the triple.
Yeah, showed the speed on the base pass, getting around in a hurry, and challenging that. Could have been thrown out, but just kept on chugging around second and slid into third, and with that triple. Very impressive.
First pitch outside. Good contact, but fouling it away.
You guys mentioned it earlier, and I know we're in the press box here, but, man, it just looks like a nice night to play a baseball game. Let's go 7 tonight. Of course, Snow Canyon's kind of creeping up here. If Pineview can't chip away a little bit, 3 more runs, and this game could be shortened.
2-1 count here to Kobe Goodman. The pitch. Another one outside, 3-1.
Righty on lefty matchup. Kobe hitting .333 this year.
That'll walk him.
Yeah, good eye, good patient at bat. And Rue's kind of trying to nibble on the edges there a little bit, and he's going to give up, is that just his second walk of the night? 1 hit and 2 walks is all he has surrendered, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my memory bank.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah. Brings up Porter Campbell. Campbell so far on this season has been hitting really quite well. He's leading the team with home runs at 4, but batting at .357. 15 hits, 21 RBIs.
I always wonder what they say. Do you think they're just saying, "Hey, do you want the fastball here," or "Hey,
where are we going out to dinner after this?"
These guys probably eat a pregame and postgame meal.
That's right.
Hey, they're of that age where they can do that, and it has 0 side effects.
What athlete, if you had to guess, eats the most? Take sumo wrestling out of the equation, guys.
Okay.
I'm talking like your major sports,
Consumes
hockey,
the most
basketball.
calories.
Yeah. Like
I'd assume football.
Because you got so many linemen, you would go football.
I would say football.
I bet some hockey players can put down some food.
Here's the thing. A lot of those guys that are burning a lot of calories are probably eating a lot of calories as well.
Yeah.
So whichever sport you think of that also
Well, I
burns
mean,
a lot
start
of
thinking
calories.
about, the Zion Williamson's out there, and you guys, it's kind of an interesting
Runner
question.
goes, throw down to second. Could throw a little short. Runner was there anyway. So Goodman on second.
Yeah, Kobe's got really good speed there. And Stolen Bases brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. The journey for your kid's sports career probably starts at sgcityrec.org. They got so many sports and summer classes and fun things to get out and play with the City of St. George Recreation Department.
Count of 1-1. Here's the pitch going high for Porter Campbell.
I know my kids have all played, junior jazz over the years through the City of St. George. Kick soccer. I've had some kick soccer players come through the Dixon household.
There you go. Great programs.
They do these adventure classes as Lion misses outside in the summer where they've got a bunch of different activities and stuff to keep your kids active in the summer. Parents might want to go take a look at the website and check out all the options. Only 2 times tonight, Panthers have had a runner in scoring position.
Fouled away. And the count's full.
Yeah, no outs, runner in scoring position for the Panthers. I mean, you almost got to draw blood here, get on the scoreboard however you can. And really, that's just one hit on the outfield grass right now. Easier said than done the way Lions cruising, but
Runner's going to go.
Hit him.
Got him anyway. It was headed for a ball, but with the hit by pitch, that does put the runner on third, and he's just laying out there on third base.
Yeah, Campbell, did it get him on the wrist area?
Well, the trainers are coming out. I'm not sure what happened on third.
Goodman kind of, did he slide awkwardly?
He must have slid a little awkwardly, but so that'll put him on third and then Campbell over on first.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I wasn't really watching Kobe there.
I mean, they'll send him back to second because of the hit by pitch. If that's,
he's
if I'm
going
not
hard,
mistaken.
right? He's going hard, and then obviously hit by pitch. So maybe he stopped and planted awkwardly there and just kind of slipped down. I'm not sure. It looks like he's going to be fine to stay in this game. Just had to shake it off a little bit.
Whatever it was, I think it was just like you said, something awkward.
That's it for Rue. They're going to go get Rue. Rue's night is going to be done, I believe, here.
Wow.
Got a pitch. Or did
again, it's his
debut. Might be on a
It's his
pitch count
debut.
tonight. He's kind of right there below 60 pitches. I think he ended up with 58, 59 pitches. So maybe that was the number, keep him below 60.
Yeah,
we don't know if that was the plan or not, but he's going to go get his shortstop glove. He's going to head to shortstop, and we've got a new pitcher coming in for Snow Canyon.
We'll see who we've got on the mound when we come back. And right now, the Warriors hold on to the 7-0 lead, allowing 2 runners on base. More when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Joan, Udi and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
So Andrew Lyon wraps up his night on the mound. He'll head over to shortstop, brings in PJ Hancock. But Devin,
yeah, I mean,
got a little bit of info on Rue Lyon.
Yeah, really good. I mean, yeah, we don't know what the number was, but ended up there with 58 pitches, goes 3 full innings, 1 hit baseball, walked 2, struck out 9. He only faced 13 batters. 33 of his 58 pitches were for strikes. So maybe got a little wild there a little bit. They want to see how the back reacted. Obviously, no pitcher normally would want to leave a 1-hit shutout game after 3 innings of work, but I think that's a little strategy and a little cautious. And you got a 7-0 lead right now. And Hancock's coming in. He's only seen 3 innings and a third of work this year. Struck out 3, walked 2. And obviously, maybe want to get him some reps, kind of see how he's doing for future reference. You know, when you get to the state tournament, that the teams that go the deepest have the deepest pitching staffs a lot of times.
Yeah, and a lot of times you got to try some of your younger talent out earlier in the season just so you know what you have when it comes time for those deep playoff runs. Well, his first pitch, it's a bunt. And the throw down to first. They'll get the out at first, but the runners advance over. So a good sack bunt there from Braden Hunt.
A couple things on that. I like Kyler Walker going to the bunt there. You got a new pitcher in the game. Is he ready to defend his position? He was. He had to come up, had to make a perfect throw across the diamond. Sometimes you're coming in, little nerves. You maybe misfire that or rush the pickup. So mission accomplished, and now you got 2 dunks on the pond with just only 1 out. So I really like that play on that sacrifice bunt attempt to move the runners.
Cash Cisneros steps up. And again, runners on second and third. 1 away. Pitch, fastball, in for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. And the pitch popped up.
Wow.
Could stay in play. And it does stay in play. The runner thinks about tagging a third, but they'll chase it back down. So that's 2 outs away. And J.J. Johnson will step in. Struck out his first at-bat. But has a chance to try to bring in some runs. Snow Canyon, they're back against the wall with runners on second and third. They've done well enough. First out coming from the sacrifice bunt, second from the pop-up. What can they do here with J.J. Johnson? First pitch going inside.
It's been a great effort from the Snow Canyon Warriors to get to the position where they're 1 out away from keeping a 0 on the board in this inning. It looked as if Pineview was going to have an opportunity to score with just 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position, but now maneuvering out of a jam here.
Second pitch goes outside for Hancock, and It is now a 2-0 count. And the pitch. Low. We'll take it 3-0. Pineview trying to get a run on here. Just do something to avoid a shutout at this point. Still plenty of game left, and they'll walk him, load up the bases. So it's a good position for the Panthers right now with bases loaded and Millen coming in. Millen hit a single his last at bat. If he could recreate that moment, he could be bringing in a couple of runs.
Yeah, he could. This is big for the Panthers here to stay in this game in the later stretches. I mean, down 7-0 in the bottom of the fourth. It's getting late in this game at this point. So if they're to stage a rally, now is the time. With 2 outs, as the Warriors have done the 2-out rally to them a few times tonight, let's see if the Panthers are able to strike on a 2-out rally here.
The pitch.
Ooh,
got him in there for strike one.
And this is a guy you wanted to play. Millen already has a hit tonight, right? He's hungry because, you know, he was the starting pitcher. And, you know, he's swinging a solid bat this year. He's been really playing well.
Here's the pitch. Just a little baby hit over to the pitcher. The throw to first. And it's there for out number 3.
Heck of a pitch. I mean, really down and darting away in the zone. You know, he's trying to go the other way with it, but just barely got a piece of it, and then couldn't do much with that pitch at all. And, hey, give PJ some credit coming in. Tough situation and getting out of a jam there, leaving 3 on base and keeping the shutout alive for SC.
So Snow Canyon will have a chance to try to extend that lead 7-0 here on the Fan Sports Network as we head into the top of the 5th.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back 9 Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
New pitcher on the mound for the Pineview Panthers. We've got Hila Manutai on the mound.
Yeah, and the junior, you know, right-handed pitcher, he's been roughed up a little bit. I mean, ERA inflated. And that could have been just, you know, one bad outing, but ERA up there at 8.40 right now. Only had 2 appearances. So 7-0, you kind of want to roll him back out there and say, hey, you've only pitched an inning and 2/3 this year. We don't have a lot of sample size, so go out there and find a way to get some outs and let us get back up there and try to rattle the bats against the Warriors bullpen.
Well, the first pitch to Dewey Gibb comes across for strike 1.
Giving up 8 runs on 2 hits. Both were earned. He walked 5, and he struck out 3 in that inning and 2/3 of work earlier this year.
Quickly goes ahead 0-2 here. Good start for him.
I mean, Johnson's kind of and Cardone have been the workhorses for the Panthers. on the mound this year. Johnson's pitched 18 1/3, and Cardone 22 innings and 2/3 pitched so far coming into tonight.
Wow, look at
Got
that.
him with the off speed on the strikeout. Give him a backwards K.
There you go.
Kind of wondered where Tristan Sylvester's been in this pitching rotation.
He's thrown 8 innings.
Yeah, he was big last year down the stretch and into the playoffs.
Yeah. Remember at media day, Coach mentioned he had to get his grades up. So I don't know how much he was able to be with the team until he got that all fixed. And obviously he's good to play and everything, and they need him. But, yeah, hasn't got a ton of work so far this year. 8 1/3 for Sylvester.
The first ball thrown here by Manutai. He's pitching just straight strikes for a little while.
Yeah, coming right at the strike zone every pitch.
Got another one there, man. I like that movement.
Yeah.
It's a little slower, a little bit more than off speed, but it's got decent movement to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going outside on a fastball. So it's 2-1 count here to Kel Johnson. Johnson yet to get on base.
Ooh.
Got him. Count evens up at 2. Two. Oh, the catcher thought he had it. Cisneros was ready to throw down to third like it was a strikeout. We've seen that pitch break down inside, but umpire said, not this time. Full count. Payoff pitch coming. Outside the zone. So runner on base. Diesel Lee will step back in.
Yeah, Diesel already with a home run in this game, so an opportunity here to add on 7-0 currently, and he contributed that solo shot, our first run of the game.
And that was his first home run of the season.
Yeah.
Here in the 17th game. Boy, that was a no-doubter. I mean, he pulled it. The outfielder just stopped and watched it go fly away.
Hit right back towards the pitcher, rolling into center, so it'll be a base hit, and they're going to round it, go for third off the center fielder. He's grounded. Secret's telling him to run for home. He is standing up all the way around the bags from first to home, and it's an 8-0 ball game, Warriors.
Well, that's Cale Johnson, right? We saw him running routes all fall for Mike Esplin out there. He's got some speed, but he hesitated a second, but then as soon as that ball kicked away from Goodman out there in the outfield, no doubt he was going to be able to, race around third and score as the throw was cut off. And actually that air out there in center is going to allow the runner to get to second anyway after the hit. So it's a single with an air there, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
On the field.
Yeah, a single with an air in center for Kobe Goodman. Man, that ball had some heat, though, as it was heading into center field. That is a tough one to field, even for the center fielder on a grounder. Outside pitch, called strike. Catching the outside edge.
Diesel with some loud contact tonight. A home run and then that kind of comebacker up the middle.
High for ball one. 1-1 count here to Cade Kelsch. In the pitch, going outside and low. So 2-1. We talked about the Snow Canyon lineup in pregame, guys, that this is a lineup that can hit up and down the order. And we're seeing the bottom of the order right now with Diesel Lee 7, Cade Kelsch here at 8. Braden Mugavero coming up in the 9 slot. 2-1. Hit well, going into the gap in left center. That's going to drop. He's rounded for second. The run is going to come home. He's looking for 3. The throw finally coming in as he dives for third. It's another triple for the Warriors.
Again, just up and down this lineup, just production. I mean, we came on the air, guys, and we talked about Snow Canyon coming into tonight with a whopping team batting average of high 360s. So, I think it was 369. That's your team batting average. Sensational stuff, and they just get it done at the plate. Paul, you having fun with the buttons over there, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. First time on the buttons.
He's picking it up quick. So Braden Mugavero, center fielder for the Warriors, steps up. Only one out and a runner in scoring position as he gets good contact, a good strike, but fouling it away.
And guys, this was a game that it didn't look like at 4-0 that we'd be thinking about a 10-0 game, but now in this stage, in the top of the fifth, now 9-0, if the Warriors are able to scratch across one more run and thwart the Pineview efforts in the bottom half, then we might have an early one tonight.
An 0-2 count. Manuti's got himself to a good pitching count here with an 0-2. The pitch. Inside.
Ooh.
Nearly got him.
Yeah, it looked like
nearly
it hit
got
him
him.
almost.
I thought it might have, but I think he was able to pull the leg away just in time. So it's a 1-2. Outside and high. Count evens up.
And you do not want to turn this over to the top of the lineup with only one out.
Foul the way to stay alive.
It's been a great effort, though, from the Snow Canyon batters. Just everybody locked in tonight. Keeping the line moving all night long.
Low. Works the count full. Started with 0-2, full count for Mugavero.
Mugavero going to get a pitch to hit here, most likely. I know you got two bases open, but it's going to be hard. Let's see what he does here. Oof.
And that bounces. Ooh, runner thought about going, and he would have had a chance, but I think the catcher got there pretty quick.
Did.
Good movement there by Cisneros, but that will be another walk and runners on the corners. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Ledger Ship. He got a walk his first at-bat, singled his second at-bat, doubled his third at-bat.
Wow.
So he's been on base every single time up to the plate. Ooh. Nearly got him there.
Near misses.
And that's one of those, he was ready to eat it.
Yeah,
you could tell Ship he turned on it, and he was ready for it, but it just missed him.
What a good breaking ball hitter like Ledger is. He's going to stay in the boxes the whole time and watch it to the finish.
Runner goes. They throw down. Runner's going to head for home. The play at the plate. Sliding in. Got him.
Yeah, that's a good call by the home plate umpire there. It's bang, bang play, but he got him there. What a hose job. You're trying to set that up. You want the throw down to second. You think you're going to score the run, and instead you hose him at home plate. And keep this from being a 10-run potential mercy rule situation, guys.
Yeah.
Where you're chasing a number here in the bottom of the inning for Pineview to stay alive.
Yeah, absolutely. But runner's still in scoring position, but now 2 outs. That was, that's a gutsy call from the Warriors, but at this point in the game, I'm not opposed to it.
No.
With the lead
Worth
like
the shot.
you have.
Yeah,
and
take the shot. It didn't work
maybe you
out.
run the similar thing like that in the state playoffs. You try and get that dual running action. Maybe that's something they practice and we're trying to debut.
And look, you still got that potential, 10th run out there at second, and a guy that's hitting 336 coming into tonight at Ledger Ship at the plate, who's had a great night. Like you said, hasn't got out all night.
He's facing a 1-1 count. Here we go. Great pitch coming in, strike 2.
Yeah, when you do that, you throw that down to second, that puts pressure on the defense. You got to make a good throw to try to get the runner, and then when you see him going home, you got to make a good throw back home. So I like Snow Candy's decision there. Gutsy call, but worth the risk with a 9-run lead.
Well outside. The count evens up.
Not a bad crowd here tonight, guys, watching this crosstown rivalry game.
This one's hit into left. Can Hunt make the play? And he does. So they stop it with 9 runs total for Snow Canyon. They were able to get 2 more there. Not enough to try to inflict a 10-run rule here in the 5th. But we do go to the bottom. The Panthers got to start chipping away at this 9-run lead when we return inside your Boulevard home game of the week on the Fan Sports Network.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back 9 Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
Sylvester will step up to the plate to lead things off for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, hitting .333. He's only appeared in 7 games so far this year, out of the 16 Pineview has played, and 17 being played right now on the season.
Tall kid out there.
Yeah.
As well.
Posing frame for sure, long arms. Looks like he could play for Patamico in the Hoops team. Wow.
Good contact going back.
It's out of here.
Left field wall. It's gone. Single shot home run. Tristan Sylvester.
Yeah, good swing of the bat there. Lifted it. You could tell where he got it with that, aerodynamic in the night sky. The ball, flying high and getting out of here. Warm night here in southern Utah. And you get the shutout. You get the goose egg off the board with one swing of the bat there from Sylvester.
And that is what this Pineview team has missed this game so far, is not just the contact, but the confidence.
Yeah.
Big swing.
And, guys, this is not, a double-digit home run hitting team. 17th game of the season, they have a total of 8 home runs coming into tonight. Now that's their 9th home run as a team this season.
That hit again brought to you by Dealer Collision.
And Johnson has 3 of them, and Campbell has 4 of them. Right, so, finally somebody else there going yard. Chase has 1, and now Sylvester has 1. That's your home run count for the Panthers on the year.
2 home runs tonight as well, one for each side. Sylvester getting 1, Lee getting another for the Warriors. Pitch inside, 2-1. 2-0 is the count. The Panthers in a dangerous spot of the lineup, back at the top with Dax and Chase.
Yeah, again, Daxton hitting .409, leading this Panther team at the dish.
3-0 count.
Actually, Johnson, he's second on the team, Johnson's hitting above 500 right now. One of those guys in Region 9 up north of .500 batting average. Johnson not in the lineup tonight, though. Is he? He's in the lineup. What am I thinking? He hasn't done anything notable, has he? Got to check on that.
He's walked.
Yeah, walked and struck out once, 0 for 1 officially. So.
Yep. So Daxton Chase gets on board with the walk, a 4-pitch walk, and Ryan DeWitt.
Mr. Johnson, my apologies. I see you now.
Here's the look. And for bunt, back pick.
Ooh,
had that been low, had the throw back been more on target, that could have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dewey Gibb, I mean, he's tall, right? 6'2", 6'3", at least, and he had to go upstairs to catch that. So a long way to drop the mitt down to the base to get the tag. So good observation, Kate, and I agree with you. If that throws waist high or lower, he's picked.
So step back up to the plate, Ryan DeWitt.
I mean, Snow Canyon, Kelch's a catcher. You know, Snow Canyon's had a great tradition of catchers coming through their program. I would say Dixie is in that mold as well. When you look at, you know, catchers, you know, obviously Desert Hill's got good catchers this year with Swanson and, of course, Wilson. Some good catchers in the region. Ridge Erickson last year was kind of the premier catcher in the region. He's up at BYU now.
Big cut from DeWitt.
Mason Strong comes to mind. I'm going to start naming catchers that come through the region. And I'm going to start leaving good ones out, so I'm going to stop right there.
That's what's tough with Region 9. You start naming good ball players, and you'll never stop. There's too many of them.
The debate on who the best Pineview Panther of all time is, I think a lot of people would probably say Marcus Littlewood. Don't you think, guys? But that's, I mean, obviously drafted by the Mariners, early rounds, you know, played there for, gosh, I think he was with the AAA Tacoma Rainiers for 8 or 9 seasons at least. Back here in St. George, raising his family, though.
Speaking of the Rainiers, as you mentioned, AAA ball. We've got tickets for Las Vegas Aviators we're giving away this season as well. So you can see the Rainiers in person down in Las Vegas when they come to town.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's been years and years since I've been down to a game down there. It's a fun little intimate ballpark.
It's a great ballpark. New ballpark out in Summerlin, so you're out there in the nice area of Las Vegas.
That's right. They did get that new ballpark. I haven't been to that, and obviously a new ballpark up north too for the Bees.
For the Bees, brand new, just opened up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just had their opening day at the new ballpark this week. Just on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Just yesterday.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, if you haven't been to the Las Vegas ballpark, I mean,
we're gonna have to get down there.
You got to get down there. We've got tickets all season long, so you can take part of that. Just if you want a shot at winning some tickets for that, you just got to text in Aviators to our text line, and we'll throw you a bone for some tickets. So
you can do it right now, right, Caden?
Yeah, go for it. 435-990-9950. Text in Aviators, and
and maybe
next week they're taking on the Sugarland Space Cowboys.
And maybe
great minor league baseball name right there.
And we're always giving fun stuff away. If that's not your thing, I mean, it should be. You're listening to or watching a baseball game tonight, but we've got some NHRA tickets.
Yeah, we've got some drag race tickets. We're doing a text line for that. You just got to text in race to the same number, and you could get yourself some drag racing tickets for this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, tickets for every day. So
I've been down to the 3 Ys in Vegas. Don't forget to take your earplugs if you're going to go down front row, or you're going to go down near the start line. I mean, oh my goodness, the horsepower in those Top Fuel and those funny cars is astronomical. You could blow an eardrum.
Yeah, those are the ones that just shake your chest.
Oh.
Hit well, going into right, going back on it, settling underneath it, and making the grab out there in right field. Trayvon.
Yeah, that good charge put into that ball. I thought that had a chance initially and just petered out there as it got in the jet stream. But now 2 outs for the Warriors after surrendering their first run of the game tonight.
And so far, 1 run is scored off the home run in this inning, but now 2 outs, runner on first. And that'll bring up Porter Campbell, leader on this team from the batter's box.
You know, we just mentioned Campbell a few minutes ago with the home runs he's had this year, sitting there at 3, and
takes a chopper down the line foul.
Campbell also hitting 357. 21 runs batted in. You look at that number at 21 RBIs, and he's tied for tops on the team with Johnson. Both those guys entered tonight with, 42 of the 111 runs batted in so far this season for PV. Pineview. Been around since 1983 here in Washington, Utah. Been around, of course.
Swing and a miss.
Been around longer than, of course, Canyon and Desert Hills and Crimson. And they're older than Pauly.
The second school here in the St. George area. I mean, you still had Hurricane.
Dixie.
Dixie, of course.
1911 Flyers.
Yep.
Dixie for a long, long time here was the only school.
Ball gets away from the catcher. The throw to second off the hop, and that'll go off the end of the glove, but he's able to keep it in the infield. So runner makes his way over. Daxton Chase on second with 2 outs. Porter Campbell facing a 1-2.
And Campbell tonight, I mean, no official at-bats. Walked, and was he hit by a pitch or the other at bat? I'm trying to think back, kid.
He was hit by pitches
so
last
no
at-bat.
official at-bats so far tonight for Campbell. Even though he's had plate appearances, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yep. Rocks that one foul. Well, his on-base percentage right now is looking real good.
Yeah. Just checking what Campbell's OBP is this year. 509. Slugging percentage, 738. OPS, 1.247. Some pretty good power numbers there for Campbell, to say the least.
And they say
Froze
what?
him.
Yep, got him.
It kind of froze him, just good pitch. Good pitch there.
So that rounds out the inning with 1 run scored, a home run off the bat of Tristan Sylvester. So it's a 9-1 ball game. Snow Canyon leads as we head into the 6th here on the Fan.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Back at it here on the Fan Sports Network. Team Formaster, Paul Ratliff, Devin Dixon on the call for you tonight. Want to thank some of our great sponsors like Wilkinson's House of Lighting, lighting up Region 9. And on the Wilkinson scoreboard, it is 9-1 Snow Canyon. And we've got Hanson, I believe. Or excuse me, Lyon. Forgive me. Andrew Lyon stepping up. But a little conversation going on between coaches, umpire. So a little bit of delay here.
Yeah, I wonder what this is.
I don't know. There might be substitution. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Maybe there's a substitution that'll be coming up later. Says right now, Lions stepping up. I see Trey Vaughn on deck over there. That's so far, that's the standard lineup that we've got.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there will be more heading our way. So again, the Warriors, if they want to try to 10-run this game, they need to get at least 2 here in the 6th. And then try to close out with minimal damage to the Panthers in the bottom. First pitch, strike. Manutai getting the first one across.
A good-looking pitch there from Manutai as Lion looking to, like you're saying, Caden, make this a 10-run roll game. And best way to do that is to get on or, provide your teammates with a runner on base and keep the line moving, or just jack one out of here. He was trying to right there.
Yeah, got him with the off speed. Swinging. It's a 1-2 count for Lion. Now again, Lion is, fantastic up on the mound, but we haven't seen him much due to injury.
Yeah.
Hasn't kept him out of the shortstop position and at the plate though.
Not at all, as he fouls this one away to stay alive. And I would even want to say, I don't want to say he's struggling at bat because 278 is still really a solid average. But when you're comparing to the rest of the team, he's one of the lower on the team. So that just shows how great this lineup is from top to bottom.
Yeah, look, solid high school numbers, but his moneymaker at the next level and maybe beyond is that right arm.
Rocks this one back into center field, settling underneath it, making the catch is Goodman. That's out number 1.
I love Rue rocking Dad's old number, too, number 9. Obviously wore a bunch of different numbers in the big leagues, but that was his college baseball number when he pitched back in, was it 97, 98 at Dixie Junior College, which his number is retired on the Bruce Hurst outfield fence.
Yeah, you can see it sitting on the left field wall, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's the right field wall. Am I mistaken? Left or right?
It's like left center
left
field.
Left center?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, was left center.
Kinsler and who's the third? Drawing a blank. It's just there. Been there a couple games this year, but I'm trying to think who the other one
Well, we will be there again for the state championships right here in southern Utah, Bruce Hurst Field.
I mean, we have fun going up north and the whole crew, but it's going to be nice to have it in our neck of the woods for a change. Every 4 or 5 years we get her down here and we love it.
Yep. Yeah. Swing and a miss on that 2-1 count. I don't mind those overnight stays. They're fun out and about, but yeah, it's nice to be home.
Paulie likes it. Paulie likes the camaraderie, getting out of St. George.
Love the team.
But here's the thing. I mean, the players and coaches love it, too. The fans love it here.
Oh.
Good hit, hopping through the 5-6 hole, and it'll be a nice single for Trey Vaughn.
3 for 4 tonight. He's seeing it well, guys.
Yeah, he is.
Vaughn is batting average going up, and, again, he came in at 400, so he's having a nice night. Back to Bruce Hurst Field, the coaches and players have to, you sleep in your own beds. All the extended family and friends and classmates can, come to the game. You don't have to get on a bus or drive 4 hours. So, and we always have so many Region 9 teams in the Elite 8, if you will, that make it to Hurst in that double elimination format.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time that we didn't see a Region 9 team take home the title has been over a decade ago.
Yeah, it's been utter foray dominance. Of course, Snow Canyon trying to defend that title this year, right?
Runner
they beat Dixie.
goes.
Got it.
Got him there easily. He's going to take
go
off
third.
for third.
Yeah, short hop.
They're slow running to get the ball, so he just takes third as well. Trey Vaughn heads up play.
Stolen base brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department, and then an error. You're going to go E2 on the throw or E6 on the glove?
The throw was there.
Yeah.
I would probably go on the glove.
Stolen base, though, real easy. That was one of the easier stolen bases you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Got a great jump.
Good contact, but rocks it foul. souvenir for the football field next door.
Look, if Manitai can get out of this inning unscathed, you kind of got roughed up in his first
He's throwing
appearance.
decent stuff.
Yeah, he's got some good movement, mixing up his pitches, working the edges.
Ooh, and he got him right there on that one. So.
Off-speed breaking ball and fooled him. And
So
Hansen
that's
goes
second
down.
out of the inning.
Yeah, another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Is that the first since Manitai came in relief, or is that a second?
I believe that is his first strikeout.
Yeah.
In relief. No, that's his second. That is his second. He had one at the very first pitch, or the very first at-bat, which was to Dewey Gibb at the start of
2 strikeouts. You're right.
The bottom of the 5th. So he is sitting with 2.
He's worked, an inning and 2/3 now, and
Well hit going back left field. Off the bottom of the wall. It takes a hop. 1 run will score. He'll round the bases. Get to second on the double. Dewey Gibb with the RBI.
oh, man, put a charge in that one, huh, fellas? Just pulled it, a few feet from, getting out of here and being the second Warrior home run of the night. But they've had a couple that haven't left the yard that have been off the wall, and there's another one for you.
Yeah, and this is a field that, you look at those right field, left field corners, and especially in right field, a little more shallow. They got the big wall out there, though. It's Johnson. Pitch going inside.
Dewey Gibb now 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. So he's quietly having a nice night, guys, at the plate.
He really is. The pitch. Low. 2-0 the count. Count takes a stab and comes up short 2-1. Again, that off speed.
Yeah, it's been really good for
breaking
Manitai.
ball. Yeah. Gila Manitai is really shown some decent stuff here in the last 1 2/3 innings. Let's work this one to a 3-1 count for Kel Johnson. 2 outs. 10-1 game. Top of the 6th inning on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Checking the runner back at second. The pitch goes outside and walks him. So 2 on, and that'll bring up Diesel Lee. He's hit a home run. He's hit a single. He's 2 of 3 here tonight.
Yeah, he's been swinging a hot bat, especially tonight. Started us off with that resounding home run, and now he's got an opportunity here to put this one out of reach, not only on the scoreboard like it is already with a 9-run lead, but make it a 10-run rule game with a hit to the outfield here.
And he rocks this one to left. That'll bring in 1 run coming around. The run gets there, and another runner makes it over to third. They chase him back to first. They got him. He ran all the way halfway to second base, decided to go back, and the throw was there, but not before he was able to bat in 1 run. So it's a 10-run lead right now for Snow Canyon. If they can get through the bottom of the 6th unscathed, it'll be a Snow Canyon Warriors ball game. But Pineview trying to scratch their way back into it. We'll see what happens on the other side. Bottom of the 6th when we return on the Fan Sports Network.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
As we drop into the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Pineview Panthers trying to get something to move here. Raiden Hunt, left fielder, will step up to the plate. He's 0 for 2, coming into his 3rd at-bat. And the umpire's saying we got a count of 1-0 to start. And I am not sure why.
Yeah, me neither. That's a new one for me.
That is a new one for me as well. Do we have a ruling on that? Anybody down the line have any idea why that would be the case? We're all saying, I don't know. And, well, I think I think Coach Seacrest is going to have a talk to us to be like, why? Why do we have a ball already?
It's puzzling, for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to know the reasoning. Did he take too long in the warm-ups? Did he throw too many pitches with warm-up pitches? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but they're continuing to talk about it. I don't think Coach Seacrest is very happy about whatever this decision was. They part ways, and we'll continue. So starting this at-bat off with a 1-0 count.
Okay. It's a new one. Oh, yeah.
So here we go.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
This is the role for the Warriors that last year they had Talon Tank Kelly coming in as the closer in most of the late game situations and just bringing the fire with the 90-plus mile-per-hour heat. And it's a little different composition as far as the Warriors pitching staff this year, but he was a big, big loss and a guy Utah Tech's benefited from having this season.
The 1-2. Ooh, got him. Puts a runner on. So Cash Cisneros will step up, and he's already got himself a runner on base with no outs. Good position here for the Panthers.
Well, reggae music for Cash. He told us about that in our player profile earlier we played in the pregame.
Yeah, he said he's some good feel-good music.
Yeah, he likes the vibe music. I agree with Cash. I like the Hawaiian reggae genre. No, Double D does too, right, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Give me some Iration, Stick Figure, Revolution.
Yeah.
Need I go on?
Yeah, that's right. You and Cash might like the same playlist.
Yeah. I feel you, Cash.
Yeah.
Vibing down there, baby.
Starts off.
Dirty hit.
Got him again.
Oh,
got another
wow.
one. And he's mad about it, too. Cash is upset. So 2 hit-by pitches.
Yeah.
He'll walk it down to first.
Understandably so. That one was chin music. I mean, it was up and in. And
it got him on the chest area. And,
you can see
he's chatting on his way down to first.
Yeah, and he's frustrated. And I love what Kyler Walker, the skipper, did. He went out to the line, and he's just like, you good. Like, he's checking on his guy.
Sure.
That's Kyler loves these guys, right? This is a family. And I think he's okay. I think he's just frustrated. I think he wanted to hit in that spot, right? He wanted to swing the bat.
He wanted to get somebody all the way through. He doesn't want to end up on. No one wants to walk. No one wants to get hit by pitch. You want to be the hero. You want to get the ball in play. Understandable frustration.
Hancock, what is he? 34 pitches so far in relief of Andrew Lyon, somewhere like that.
Somewhere around there, I'm sure.
2 innings of work. He's given him 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. He's walked 2 and he struck out 2. So getting, he's got a chance to work as much in this game as he has all season.
Yeah.
Came in with 3 1/3 of work coming into tonight. That's all he'd pitched so far.
So this is J.J. Johnson stepping up into the right-handed batter's box.
With Lyon back in the rotation as a starter, less work to go around,
Good first pitch, strike 1.
And I've talked to Coach Sechrist about that. He loves the preseason, and he wants to give guys innings to, give them that varsity experience because you never know when you're going to need those guys in a state tournament. 11 different pitchers have thrown so far this year for Snow Canyon in their 16 games, 17 tonight.
How about this, guys? The Utah Jazz got an overtime victory tonight.
Oh, Danny, what are you doing?
My thoughts exactly.
We need some ping pong balls bouncing our way.
Filipowski, 30 points and 18
Ball gets
rebounds.
away and the runners advance.
Honestly, Filipowski's probably been their best draft pick out of this last year's draft class, and it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, he's been playing some good ball.
And he's the second rounder of the 3.
Yeah.
Cody Williams has been pretty much a bust so far this year for the Jazz. Spent some time down in the G League trying to get him some confidence. Now they're drafting on upside. His brother's really good in OKC.
His brother's fantastic. Jalen's a great baller.
Yeah, and he's still young.
So Johnson facing off with a 1-1. Both runners now moved over into scoring position, and he's not liking the pace of this pitching at all. He keeps stepping out of this batter's box. This has been a long at-bat, and we've only seen 2 pitches thrown his way.
Hunt at third, and Cisneros at second here. A chance to do some damage.
Over to third. The play's there. The runner's going to come over and score. And the out at first.
Yeah, you're trading the out for the run. You hot shot to third, tempting to throw home and try to, get the tag, but too risky. You had to trade. You're up big. Yeah, the 10-run rule is out of effect now, but you get the out. You trade the out for the run.
Well, and you got enough padding with an 11.
Yeah.
11 to at that time 1 and 11-2 now lead for the Warriors. Taking a beat on it. 1-0's the count.
Just a reminder, looking for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We've got some great nominees tonight, huh, fellas?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, our Finley Subaru Star of the Game. We'll name that in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show.
So Gila Manitai at the plate with the 1-0, going high. Yeah, we've seen a few triples. We've seen a few home runs. Some good plays out there. Another outside pitch, so 3-0 count for Manitai. The delivery coming from pitcher again. I don't know how many pitches he's at right now.
Oh, Manitai? Hancock?
On Hancock, yeah.
This will be his 40th pitch. He's sitting at 39 right now.
And then it's across the plate, so 3-1 now. Just 1 out. 1 run has already come around to score as well for the Panthers. Here's 3-1. Hit well through the gap. That's going to go rolling into right field, putting on the brakes at third. Great throw in from right field as well.
Incredible.
Yeah, he had to block it, though. Kind of short-hopped him. It would have been interesting if he would have went because he might have been able to go behind that. But, of course, the catcher might have stayed a little bit deeper, but he was up that line. But you're right. Anytime he challenged the fielder out there, that's who's that? Trayvon out there and right, I believe. And yeah, he's got a hose out there. And look, you're down 9. You don't want to run into an out at home plate with just one out.
Right.
So that's the right stop sign over there by Cash Swade Walker. That's Kyler's little brother. And, of course, Darren Walker, Coach Walk, they have that basketball tournament named after him that Pineview hosts every year. I mean, you just love local sports. He was a great ambassador and all teams. Was always helping out and just he was a great sponsor over the years of our local coverage. Got to know him really, really well. We used to run Staley Catering, and a lot of you out there might remember Coach Walk and Cash and Kyler. Those are his two sons. They're now carrying on the tradition, the Walker tradition of loving the game and loving the sport and loving the coach.
Sylvester, remember his last at bat, the single shot home run to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch outside. He's facing a 1-1. Pitch, runner goes. No throw down. He lost the ball. So easily getting over to second. Pinch runner.
Now 2 in scoring position as we saw some late inning heroics last night from the Mustangs over at Crimson Cliffs High School. And now the Panthers trying to stage a little of their own here. Only 1 out in the inning.
Oh. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away from the catcher, but he's there. He's hopping over to it. Kind of took an awkward hit to the ankle as well.
Yeah. Kind of hobbling a little bit
there. Yeah. Not a good spot for it. Looks like Coach Sechrist might be coming out to check on him. It's Kelsch. Gives him a pat. Says, "I'm good, coach. Just a stinger. It's all right. It's all good." He's probably just saying, "You know what? I'm a catcher. I'm not moving around too much. I'm all right. I can just settle in right here. It's all good."
Timeouts, though. Do you want to remind everybody? Brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote. See how much Luke can save you today at Udy and Associates. And, of course, appreciate Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Have you guys been up to the sanctuary? It is really cool.
I need to get out there. I was actually talking about going. It's a strike 3 called. Just second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order with Daxton Chase. But I do need to get out there to Best Friends. They've got all sorts of different tours you can do out there as well.
They got like an all-you-can-eat lunch for $5. You can stay at the Merc in the hotel there. Nice little coffee shop. Pet-friendly everywhere you go. I mean, horses, goats, snakes, rabbits, cats, dogs. I mean, all kinds of animals that they've saved and all up for adoption. It's really a neat place. And if you're looking for a family pet, it's a great place to go and bring home your new best friend.
Go check them out in Kanab. Especially now that weather's warming up as well. It's a nice little weekend getaway. Pitch going across, strike 1. 2 outs. Runners in scoring position on second and third. A lot of work left for Pineview. Here's the pitch.
Strike.
Good pitch. 0-2 count. So the 0-2, they're taking their time on this
They
one.
are.
Getting the call from the catcher.
Absolutely.
Hancock delivers. Swung on, fouled away. Stays alive with an 0-2. So we mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, Masters Week as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big week in the sporting world. We're rounding up basketball season in the NBA as well. I mean, this is one of those prime times, one of those magical times of the year. An 0-2. High in the air, going to center, coming in on it, and making the play for out number 3 in the inning. And that is an 11-2 game as we head into the top of the 7th inning. 1 run comes across for the Panthers in the bottom of the 6th. And again, 11-2 on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard in your Boulevard Home game of the week.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Joan, Udi and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Into the 7th inning we go. The Warriors lead this one 11-2, and they're going to try to extend upon it right here. New pitcher as well on the mound for the Pineview Panthers. We got Parker Orr out there.
Yeah, I mean, 0 ERA. Only worked 2 innings so far this year. But the senior is, struck out 2 and walked 1. Yeah. He's only faced 10 batters, though, so far this year.
Starting things off for the Warriors, I believe it's Cade Kelsch. First pitch, ball off the mark.
Kelsch named big at Snow Canyon.
Yeah, he had
Trey on the
played
basketball
basketball
team
last year.
Mm-hmm. I've heard a number of Kelsches through the years at Snow Canyon. So another one in the long line.
Tried to get that one to drop. It had some good movement. Just stayed high.
3-0 now.
And another one.
Another
So that'll walk him. That first one on base with a walk, no outs. It's always rough.
Yeah.
So you got to be real careful here. And it's a dangerous part of the lineup is we're getting closer to that top of the lineup. But again, I mean, we've talked about how great this Snow Canyon team is at batting all the way through. So
sure. Absolutely.
But this kid right here, Braden Mugavero, hit by pitches first at bat, walked. Been on base every single time he's stepped up to the plate. And you know what I see when I see those walks right there is this is someone who just knows pitching placement. He can see the ball really well. He had a full count his last at bat that he was able to take over to first base on the walk. So see what he does here. The fresh count ahead of him. First pitch strike.
Yeah, now with Mugavero towards the bottom of the order, he's kind of that guy, the table setter, kind of turn it over to the top with guys on base. And now with already a man on, Mugavero's got a chance to really set the table, per se, for the top of the order coming up shortly here.
Facing a 1-1. Hit well, going into left center. It's going to drop. Takes a hop. Runners headed for third and second. And it's going to be a double. Center runner into both runners now into scoring position.
Yeah, what a nice strike of the ball there from Mugavero, and he does do exactly what I was talking about by setting the table, putting two runners in scoring position here late in this game, and an opportunity to add on some more insurance runs for the Warriors.
Yeah, and again, another big Dealer Collision, big hit. So check out Dealer Collision, proud sponsor of Region 9. If you've had a minor or major collision, head on over to Dealer Collision. They'll repair your vehicle right. Couldn't get that one to drop. Stays high. So back to the top of the lineup with Ledger Ship. And again, Ledger's done really well this game as well. This is now his 5th at-bat.
Yeah, officially 2 for 3 so far tonight, so he's been very productive. You're absolutely right.
Fouls this one away.
2 runs scored, 1 RBI, walked. Flew out on his last at-bat. They finally got him out.
Yeah, sent that one out into left field. And now he's facing a 1-1. No outs. 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch. Another one fouled away. Good thing we don't have any other extracurricular activities going on over on the football field. No lacrosse, no soccer tonight, because they would have received a few souvenirs by now. I've seen a number of foul balls heading over towards the football field. Pitch. Off the mark. 1-2 count.
Control been a little.
2-2.
Yeah. 2-2, yes. Control been a little shaky here.
Here's the pitch. Stays alive there. That's just protecting the zone at this point as he fouls that one away.
Yeah.
We're going to have another one of those Brecken Park at-bats. If you don't know what I'm referring to, Crimson Cliffs game last night is they were able to walk it off. 12 pitches in that at-bat.
What an at-bat that was. What a game that was last night.
This one's hit well going into left. Hunt settles under it. Tagging up at second and third are the runners, and they will both advance safely. So one more run will score, making this a 12-2 ball game on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard.
Yeah, second RB of the night there for Ledge, and just sack fly, and back to a 10-run lead here, and Warriors just 3 defensive outs away, but still they want to get their licks in, right? And got the heart of the order kind of coming up here. Number 3 hitter Andrew Lyon will step in. But Lyon just 1 for 4 tonight at the plate.
They got a single back in the 4th. Flew out to center his last at-bat. Ball gets away from the catcher, but no run down to home, so no harm, no foul on that one. The 1-0. Popped up, headed to left. Hunt coming in on it.
Long run.
He makes a play. The tag up, throw into home. Cutoff runner. Not thrown into the catcher. So another run aboard. Trayvon will step up. Braden Hunt's getting a workout out there in left field this inning.
Mm-hmm. Long run to get to that ball, so it was a pop-up, but still kind of one of those ones that could have dropped if not the urgency in left field there to get over there and make that play.
First pitch strike. Swung on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2. Hard hit over to first base, making the play. It's out number 3, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th. The Panthers facing an uphill battle, trailing by 11 runs here with plenty of work to do in the bottom of the 7th.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Three more outs, and this one could be all done for the Warriors as they lead 13-2 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. The Warriors started this game off really strong with, we had Rue Lyon up on the mound, and he threw, count them up, 9, which is impressive. Red Rock Real Estate strikeouts.
Yeah.
Get this game started.
Yeah, that was an incredible start for him.
He's got to be a contender for sure for our Findlay Subaru star of the game, just with the way that he started on the mound today.
And now a new pitcher, Beckham Thorpe, is into the game for Coach Reed Sechrist and the Warriors. And Thorpe, ERA sitting at 5. 2-0 record, though, in his 2 appearances. He's won them both, even though he's, given up 11 hits and 7 runs, only 5 earned. He struck out 5 and walked 3. Senior.
This one hit foul, going off the net. One count here to Ryan DeWitt. Ooh, that throws high. High and inside. You got to be careful with those. 2-1.
The batters don't like to see it high and tight, of course, as we saw some frustration. Last hit batter a couple innings ago. Slammed his helmet down. Who was that?
Cash Cisneros.
Cash Cisneros, yeah.
Count even at 2. Hit going back to the pitcher. It's a slow roller coming all the way over from third. The play at first. Got him.
What a play that was.
Wow.
Ranging over and making that amazing play. And a lot of finesse to make that throw over and get it in time for the out.
Diesel Lee just putting on the Jets. And
Diesel played a real good all-around game today.
Yeah, Diesel's playing a really good game.
Yeah, 2 hits.
He's another one of those that has to be considered for a Findlay Subaru Star Watch.
Yeah.
Inside pitch. I mean, Diesel at the plate, hit a home run, hit a single, hit another single, going high. Ball 2. Yeah, Diesel's looked really good in this game so far.
Ooh.
Hit well, going back, left center. It drops in. And it's going to be stand-up double.
Yeah, good charge there by Heath. That was the deepest part of the park here, guys, right in front of the scoreboard, and he gave that a ride.
Yeah, it's a
Did
great.
Did he catch it, though? I couldn't tell out there in center field.
I guess he got it.
Yeah.
The way he was running was acting like he didn't get there, but
oh, wow.
I guess he got there.
Okay.
I don't know if we got that on replay or not, but it's so far out in deep
It's
center
so
field, and
far
the
out
glare
there.
off the light behind the backstop, I couldn't
That's right.
see.
The glare.
Blame the glare.
Blame
You'll
the glare.
blame the glare.
The glare.
You like that word, Paulie?
I like it.
Well, that means we got 2 away.
Reminds me of that Blinded by the Light song.
Yeah.
Panama.
He's the 1-0, swung on, miss.
And, down to their final out, Panthers down big here, 13-2.
Off the mark.
Kels quickly wanted the appeal, and then slowly the home plate umpire obliged, and they said no, he didn't go with that pitch.
I believe that was the correct call. Goes on that one.
Warriors one
Good
pitch
cut.
away.
Yep, Panthers down to their last strike here. Deuce is wild up there on the scoreboard. 2-2, 2 outs.
High. Just off the mark. Good pitch, but just off the mark. Full count. Payoff pitch coming.
I think Thorpe thought he nibbled on the top of the K zone there on the outside corner. But no, says our home plate umpire.
And that'll walk him.
Lost him.
Yep.
Tried to go downstairs. Fastball. Probably, you missed just high and away, and then you're trying to keep it down in the zone. You don't want to throw a meatball there, so you're trying to nibble at the bottom of the K zone, and maybe just a little too cautious there. Thorpe was working really quick.
Yeah. I mean, he was working with some good cadence, good rhythm. But now you got a runner on first. Fresh count for Raiden Hunt. Hunt doing a lot of work out there in left field today. Pitch is low off the turf.
Like you say, extremely active out there in the field today for Hunt, and let's see if he's able to get a hit in the box score tonight.
Low. Hit by pitch his last at bat. Came around to score as well.
Rio.
Another one off the mark. So Thorpe, the command here is just off the mark. Walked one batter and is facing a potential one here with the 3-0. Here's the pitch.
Ooh,
Got
no
him.
strike call you got there.
3-1. Going high. So he walks 2. Puts Cash up to bat.
That's not exactly what Thorpe wanted, and Coach Seekers probably wanted, but, still got a comfortable lead here, and obviously you're going to let him try to work through this himself.
Sure. Two outs. Here's the pitch. Going high, ball gets away. Runners go, and Kelch gets back to it. He's going to go have a quick conversation with Thorpe on the mound.
Yeah, Thorpe just
that wild pitch.
not really hitting the strike zone the last 5-6 pitches. So maybe this conversation kind of needed to recalibrate, dial him back in here, and see what we can do with the next batter coming up.
The umpire having a quick look at the baseball as well. Coach Sechrist will step out of the dugout and have a conversation with the umpire. So here we go, 1-0 count. 2 outs, runners on second and third. The Panthers trail 13-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chances here for Pineview. Here's the pitch. Going high. It's 2-0 count. Low. Facing a 3-0.
Yeah, the control a major issue for Thorpe right now, as he's just having trouble locating the strike zone a little bit here in this later stages of this game, and an opportunity for him to, you know, be able to give up some hits and still sustain this lead, but it's kind of alarming, I'd say, for Snow Canyon.
He gets a strike there.
One there.
Yeah.
There we go.
We talk about pitching to contact, right? Pitch to contact, try to paint those strike zones. And sometimes that's easier said than done.
Absolutely.
You know, very few people do it really, really well, and that can even go all the way up to a professional level. Hit well going out center field, going back on it. And does he make the grab? He does.
Yeah.
That's out number 3, and that's the ball game. Snow Canyon gets the win 13-2 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Let's take a quick 30-second break. When we return, we'll break it down inside the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show here on the Fan Sports Network.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Back at it here on the Fan Sports Network. Snow Canyon gets the win. Welcome into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry and Dr. Cody. $79 special. You can give them a call for that today. 435-628-0511. Paulie, let's talk about this game a little bit here. Devin as well. Great game for the Warriors. Some good moments from Pineview as well, but really it's just Snow Canyon with a deep lineup all the way through, and they're able to just get it done on both facets of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Lyon's back, right? Like, he comes in, gives you 3 innings, strikes out 9.
Yeah.
You know, Rue hadn't pitched all year, so that's good news for Coach Sechrist. And, you know, they never looked back after that Diesel Lee solo shot home run that happened early in the game.
Right.
And he had a monster night, guys. Diesel Lee just tremendous tonight. And living up to that Diesel Duramax nickname that Paulie gave him earlier tonight. As he was 3 for 4 tonight at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was phenomenal. I think he's a contender for our Findlay Subaru star of the game. Another contender could be someone like Trey Vaughn, who got on multiple times. He hit a triple, couple of singles, so some good hitting there. Who do we think, guys, for our Findlay Subaru star of the game?
I'm going to go Diesel Lee. I think that just the 3 for 4 night, getting this team started off with that solo shot in the first, I think he was set the tone, so I'm going to go with him for the award.
Yeah, I mean, Diesel, yeah, I mean, I led with him. I led with Lyon. I also thought Trayvon was great tonight. He goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Another guy you could put into the nomination there. But I'll agree with you, Paulie. I thought he was tremendous tonight.
I think Trayvon has our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. He hit that triple in the 4th inning to bring around a couple of runs.
Yeah, they scored 3 in that frame.
And that really broke it open there in the 4th to where they kind of just were so far out of reach at that point. So
I mean, the 13 hits, right? And 7 of the 9 guys in the Warriors lineup had hits tonight. So only a couple guys there that didn't grab one tonight. So plenty of production up and down this deadly Warriors lineup.
Yeah, just about everybody, all but Talon Hansen came around to score. So you're looking at 8 guys of the 9 that were coming across home plate as well. So Snow Canyon, a big team effort here to really get it done as well. So go check out Appliance Wholesalers Plus, the local boys and playmakers in the appliance industry across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart, where you can buy direct and save. Final thoughts here as well. Jersey Mike's sub of the game. I mean, we could talk about some of the pitching as well that kind of came in a little bit later. Maybe it's not really a sub, but you had the flip-flop between Hancock and Lyon at short and pitcher. So I think that move was working out. It worked out well enough through that. Through the 6th inning of the game?
I would probably go with Hancock. I mean, 3 innings of work in the middle relief. He gave up 2 runs. I know that, but struck out 3. You had the big lead. Pitched only 3 1/3 coming into tonight and goes 3 tonight. I think pretty solid performance there by him. Thorpe goes 1 inning there with 2 walks. So I would lean Hancock over Thorpe as your Jersey Mike sub of the game.
I agree. Shout out as well to some of our great sponsors: Intermountain Sports Performance, Jimmy John's, The Rink, Coral Canyon Golf, all great local partners for us in our game of the week. So this is the final game that we're going to be broadcasting this week as well. So stay tuned. We're going to have more coming at you next week. The Snow Canyon Warriors, they get the win 13-2 here on the Fan Sports Network.